Pimps and traffickers are expert manipulators.
He's charming, he's telling her how beautiful she is, and pretty soon she thinks that she's dating this guy.
Gaining their trust and dependence before they start the abuse.
And then one night he'll come to her and say, I've got a hotel room set up for you, and tonight you're gonna have sex in this room, and you're gonna get paid money, and you're gonna give all that money to me.
Think about it, if you lived on the street, you had to wonder where you were gonna eat or where you were gonna sleep, or you had a person who had a nice car and you got to have McDonald's and you knew where you were gonna go every night, and this person did take care of you in some aspects, that would be kind of a hard choice for anybody to make.
It's not just the promise of food or a place to stay. Traffickers often manipulate their victims psychologically or with physical violence.
If I didn't do it, he would hit me multiple times with a baseball bat, a lamp, pretty much push me through glass doors, walls, chairs, or tables. It really didn't matter to him.
Rebecca was just 16, going to school at senior high, when she had sex for money for the first time.
I didn't enjoy it. It made me cry every time I went out there.
Now just 21, Rebecca remembers finally saying she had had enough, risking her safety to call the cops on a pimp holding her captive. But since, life has been an uphill battle, struggling to have access to her children in the foster system and trying to navigate life after abuse.
I tried being out there to look for a job. It was kind of hard with no ID, no birth certificate, no social, because I had to order my birth certificate from Cali. Tumbleweed had to help me through that because I didn't know how to do it on my own.
While Rebecca called police, many trafficking victims do not, whether it be a fear of their trafficker or fear of law enforcement.
In fact, our laws have very powerful provisions in them to protect that individual, to give them an affirmative defense, sort of as a reminder to prosecutors, this isn't the person you should be going after, and it's certainly not the person we want to go after. We want to go after the organization, the people that are putting this on and putting this together.
The biggest thing that has really changed the way law enforcement handles things is a victim-based approach to human trafficking cases.
Even when law enforcement intervenes, many of these victims find once they've escaped the bad situation, they have nothing other than their permanent scars to show for it.
They're just like your daughters, your sister, your mothers. The victims have the same wants and needs in life, and that they deserve the same opportunities, and they deserve us to stand up for them as victims rather than making them the shuns of the crime or the dregs of society. Even
though it's convenient for us to call somebody a prostitute and think that that removes our moral obligation to help them out, in 99% of these cases, these girls are truly victimized in that they came from a very bad spot, and they needed help, and the first person to show up to help them was a human trafficker. We really need to get out of this mindset that these girls are prostitutes. Quit using the word prostitute. I think that they are truly victims, and this is not a victimless crime.
With photographer Brandon Sullivan, Samantha Harrelson, MTN News.